Danny G, I didn't realise how big this fight was, but now I do realise. I've sent you a DM. Check your messages right now.
You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. If you want the fucking brawl, come down Smethwick, ask for Danny G. I'll come out my house and I'll break your fucking legs, you little prick.
You say you're the hardest man. You ain't the hardest. I will chin you, son.
To put the money in my bank a week before the fight, or I find a solicitor and you put it in an escrow account. And that's the only way it works. Otherwise, this fight will not happen.
Money before the fight? Mate, I don't care. He needs a contract before the fight, just like anyone else. Nobody gets paid before they do the work. That's ridiculous.
Nah. Who the fuck are you threatening? Give me your cock. Chop it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danny G and HSTIKKYTOKKY. The fight that no one ever expected, but everyone wants to see, may be happening in the summer of 2025. Let's talk about it. On one side, you've got a 6'2" powerhouse who has been on Misfits before when he defeated George Fensom. He's also been well known for his General G saga. He's also been well known for his TikTok live streams. He's quite an entertaining guy. Controversial guy. Not many people like him, but many people watch him. And then on the other side, we've got someone that is no stranger to the influencer scene. Man that many people remember from the Xbox Rage videos, Danny G. This is going to be an interesting fight, and a fight that people, I believe, didn't expect it that they wanted, but now they're hungry for. Let's break it down, shall we? So let's look at it. HSTIKKYTOKKY, real name Harrison Sullivan. He's 6'2", 188 centimetres, and he is a cruiserweight. He's fought one time before on Misfits against George Fensom. However, he made quite light work of that and defeated George Fensom within a round. One that he'll be looking to take confidence into his next fight. He had the recent saga with Wade Concept where, due to legal troubles, he could not show for the fight. So Wade took on another opponent. Now, this fight is interesting. He hasn't fought for over a year, so ring rust still could be a prominent factor. However, he does have that experience. Even if it's not that much experience, he still has that experience over Danny G when it comes to solely boxing. He's had a training camp under his belt, and he's also now going into a second training camp, potentially. However, there's going to be news on that later in the video. He's going to use his size, he's going to use his momentum. He's a taller guy, so, you know, he's a big guy. He usually outweighs, and he's usually got the better reach against his opponent. Now, on the other side, we have Danny G. He is 6 foot, 183 centimetres tall. Although some people claim that he's around 5'11", we're going to say for this video's purposes he is 6 foot tall, which leaves him a 2-inch disadvantage and potentially, highly likely, a reach disadvantage too. Although, you know, we've not measured his reach, we have no news on Danny G's reach. He is 45 years of age, he's in his mid-40s, which leaves him at a major disadvantage when it comes to prime self and physical conditioning. At 45, you are not as good as you were at 23, which is where Harrison is. He's entering his prime now, his physical prime. He might be even there, which is a troubling sign already for the get-go of Danny G and fellow Danny G lovers. I mean, at the end of the day, just feel that is kind of, that's a major talking point here, the age difference. He's never had a proper boxing match either, so I don't know the absolute extent of his past physical altercations in professional circumstances. As far as I know, he's never, ever had any type of fight that's been in a professional setting, or officiated setting, should I say. Danny, of course, is a man who has claimed to have bitten people's faces off. He's not going to be the conventional boxer that Harrison's fought. Danny says that he has speed. I've seen him on the bags. He has pretty decent speed, but that was when he was in his late 30s. He hasn't really shown any bag work since then, or for quite a while actually. And in the recent videos, he's either stumbled into the punch bag or he's claimed that his hand is done. So that could play a major part into what might happen in this boxing fight. But he has the savagery. So personally, I just don't know about the handle reach or how hold up, if I'm honest. So who has the edge then? How will this fight actually play out? So Harrison, at 6'2", he has the larger frame. He has, I'd say, the bigger frame. Danny is a 6 foot guy. He's relatively big when he packs on the muscle. He's shrunken a little bit these days, but he's relatively big when he packs on the muscle. But I don't think he's naturally as big as Harrison Sullivan. Harrison Sullivan is a big guy. I've seen him in the Misfits events. I've seen loads of security guys trying to pull him off his opponents. He's a strong guy. I've seen him throw his weight around a bit. He is a strong guy. But I don't know, because I've never seen him get past the first round, I don't know whether he will have the stamina. The stamina issue might be an issue for both fighters in this fight, but the experience does hold through for Harrison when it comes to actual professional boxing matches behind him. I mean, could you call it professional? You could call it professional loosely. What I mean is, in an actual officiated boxing match against a live opponent, Harrison has the experience there. He knows how to throw, well, I'd say that he knows how to throw punches to a certain extent. You know, he's had a 12-week camp, so he knows relatively how to box to a certain extent. He should know the basics. I mean, he's not going to be throwing Manny Pacquiao combinations, Floyd Mayweather combinations, or even Lennox Lewis combinations, if you like to compare the size a bit more. But he is going to be able to be a little bit maybe more polished in this fight. Strictly talking about boxing, I think Harrison's going to look a little bit more polished. I don't mean he's going to be better, but I think he's going to be a bit more polished with his work and his outcome. And he's younger. He's in his prime. He's been training recently. He goes to the gym regularly. So he's going to have the age on his side, which naturally means most likely he will have better conditioning. Advantage to Danny G then. Let's look at him. He's unpredictable. He's been in unpredictable situations. He doesn't seem scared. He doesn't seem intimidated. We'll see what he's like in person with Harrison, but I don't expect Danny to be submissive in any way. I know that he has a lot of that say that all these stories affect. I believe that he's still been in fights. I believe that he's grew up in a rough area. I don't believe that he's scared. Whether that means he's an amazing fighter is a different story. But mentality-wise, I don't think he's scared. I mean, he does definitely talk highly of his chin in his videos, regardless of what happens and whether how good his chin was then. His chin is going to have taken at least a bit of a decline due to age. And that's just something that he can't look past. I don't think the chin will be as good as what it was. And that's if it was a great chin anyway. We have no historical proof in terms of footage. We only can go on what Danny's told us, which is for you to believe, really. Unorthodox style. He can throw things that HS has never seen. I mean, HS isn't the most experienced opponent anyway, so he's going to likely throw a few haymakers himself. But Danny is definitely, in my opinion, going to be the best opponent he's fought. I think he's definitely better than George Fenson, 100%. I think that he's more confident in his abilities than George Fenson. And I think he's got a stronger personality than George Fenson. I think that he's going to be a stereotypically great boxer and the greatest boxer he's ever fought. No, because he fought Andrew Tate in that spar in Saudi. And Andrew Tate, but he's a better boxer than Danny G is and ever will be. Like, he's decorated. There's no doubt. He's a better boxer, better kickboxer than Danny G ever will be. And he had Harrison on strings. He wasn't even taking it seriously. So, with that being said, in a professional fight, this is the best fight that Harrison has fought yet. This is the biggest challenge that Harrison's fought yet. And this leads me to what will happen in the fight. I believe that in the first round, Danny G comes out unhinged. I believe that he rocks him with a couple of punches. I do believe that Harrison's a bit like, I don't know what to do with this guy. And I believe that Danny G will take the first round. And I believe that the whole crowd will be up for it as he puts his hand in the air and he screams,
Odin! Thor! Valhalla!
Round two, I believe the stamina starts to take shape. I believe Harrison reads his opponent. I believe the conditioning starts to show. I believe Harrison starts boxing and starts walking him onto a few shots. That's what I believe. I believe that you'll have the reach advantage as well. This is providing that Danny knows how to get inside in the first round. Again, Danny could catch him with a few shots in the second round, but I do believe that Harrison starts to work and Harrison starts to break Danny down. And I think Danny, because he smokes every day as well, he's 45, I believe the conditioning starts to take shape, and I believe Harrison starts to break Danny down. And that's probably what we're going to see in round 2. Now, Danny might hit him with 1 or 2 good shots, but I believe Harrison has him at bay. That's if the first round hasn't took a lot out of Harrison already. Round 3, I believe this is where Harrison gets a TKO. I believe that he breaks Danny down, he walks him into a few shots, Danny starts to tire, and I believe Harrison gets a TKO or decision. This is providing this is a above 3-round fight. I do believe he gets a TK in the third round. Don't shoot the videographer. I want Danny to win. I want to put it out there. I want Danny G to win this fight. I really do. I really, I don't think he's perfect. Don't get me wrong. I don't say I dislike HS, but if we're comparing the two, I prefer Danny G. Absolutely. But if I had to be honest, this is leaning to a HS win. The saga then. Fight might not be happening. 50 grand is on the table, and recent videos have shown that Harrison wants Danny G to come through the 12-week training camp before he gives him the 50G. Danny wants the 50G before the training camp and even the fights even started, which is all conventional. I see why he thinks that. He's never been involved in a boxing promotion and he don't want to get ripped off, but at the same time, it's not how it happens. It's going to have to be a legally binding contract held by a solicitor. That's how it happens. And HS and Danny need to sign that, because when there's legal waivers signed, we need to make sure that legal waivers are signed. When they're signed, there's no pulling out of that at all. So we need to see this happening, because HS has had history of scamming people. He scammed another guy for 5,000. He has had a history of doing that. Danny knows this as well. So we need solicitors involved. So if he has the 50G, give it. We want to see the fight. The world wants to see, especially the UK wants to see Danny G finally put some gloves on and show the Birmingham rage, show what everyone was talking about, show what the whole of Smethwick, according to Danny G, knows. We want to see it. We want to see it. I want to see Danny G get in the ring. And personally, I want to see Danny G win. I really do. And I want to see his family well. I really do. I want to see Danny G and his family financially in a better place, out of Birmingham, and happy. That's what I want to see. And I want to see, both men safe at the end of the night. So, ladies and gentlemen, comment. What do you think will happen? Is this going to be a messy fight? Do you think the 50G gets passed to Danny before the fight? Or does it go to a solicitor? Or is this fight not happening? And I'm just grasping at straws here. Let us know in the comments what you think will happen. Both men are ready for the fight. It's going to be interesting. And I shall see you in another video. Thank you for seeing my return, by the way. Been a while since uploading a video, but I shall see you all later.